Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON World Official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam 10th Canto 9th chapter, that is Damodara lila, Damodara pastimes. So in verse 1 and 2, restated by Sukadeva Goswami, that Ekada Grihada Sisu Jashoda Nandagehini Karmantara Niyugdasu Nirmamantha Swangadadhi Jani Jani Hagitani Tadvala Charitani Cha Dadhi Nirmanthane Kale Smaranti Tani Agayata. So, Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued, one day when Mother Jashoda saw that all the maid servants were engaged in other household affairs, she personally began to churn the yogurt. While churning, she remembered the childish activities of Krishna, and in her one way she composed songs and enjoyed singing to herself about all those activities. So Srila Prabhupada Maharaj in the purport says that Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, quoting from Vaishnava Tosuni of Srila Sanatana Goswami, says that the incident of Krishna's breaking the pot of yogurt and being bound by Mother Jashoda took place on the Deepavali day or Deepa Malika. Even today in India, the festival is generally celebrated very gorgeously in the month of Kartik by fireworks and lights, especially in Bombay. It is to be understood that among all the cows of Nanda Maharaj, several of Mother Jashoda's cows ate only grasses, so flavorful that the grasses would automatically flavor the milk. Mother Jashoda wanted to collect the milk from these cows, make it into yogurt and churn it into butter personally, since she thought that this child Krishna was going to the houses of neighborhood gopas and gopis to steal butter because he didn't like the milk and yogurt ordinarily prepared. While churning the butter, Mother Jashoda was singing about the childhood activities of Krishna. It was formerly a custom that if one wanted to remember something constantly, he would transform into poetry or have this done by a professional poet. It appears that Mother Jashoda didn't want to forget Krishna's activities at any time. Therefore, she poeticized all of the Krishna childhood activities such as the killing of Putana, Aghasura, Sakadasura, and Pranavarta. And while churning the butter, she sang about these activities in poetic form. This should be the practice of persons eager to remain Krishna conscious 24 hours a day. This incident shows how Krishna conscious Mother Yashoda was. To stay in Krishna consciousness, we should follow such persons. So in this purport, Prabhupada Maharaj quotes from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Sanatana Goswami. So I do not have to quote it again elsewhere, I mean separately. So then the next verse, that is verse, okay, I will say Kramasandharva. So Jiva Goswami says, this indicates the festival of lamps since the Damodar pastimes occurred in Kartika month. So the next verse, that is verse 3 says, Khyomam Vasa Pratukati Bibrati Sutranadham Putra Sneha Smutakucha Jugam Jatakampam Cha Subhru Rajivaka Akarsha Rajvakarsha Samabhuja Chalat Kankanam Kundalecha Srinam Bhaktram Kavarvigalam Malati Nivandha. Dirgha Chanda. There is a meter in poetry. So it is the long chanda. So Prabhupada Maharaj in the translation says that dressed in a saffron yellow sari with a belt tied about her full hips, Mother Jashoda pulled on the churning rope, laboring considerably, her bangles and earrings moving and vibrating and her whole body shaking because of her intense love for her child. Her breasts were wet with milk, her face with its very beautiful eyebrows was set with perspiration, and Malati flowers were falling from her hair. This is called meditation. Prabhupada Maharaj advised we should meditate in this way. So in the purport, Prabhupada Maharaj says that anyone who desires to be Krishna conscious in motherly affection or parental affection should contemplate the bodily features of Mother Jasoda. It's not that one should desire to become like Mother Jasoda, but this is Mayavada. Either in parental affection or conjugal love, friendship or servitorship, in any way, we must follow in the footsteps of the inhabitants of Vrindavan, not try to become like them. Therefore, this description is provided here. Advanced devotees must cherish this description, always thinking of Mother Jasoda's features, how she was dressed, how she was working and perspiring, how beautifully the flowers were arranged in her hair, and so on. One should take advantage of the full description provided here by thinking of Mother Jasoda in material affection for Krishna. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in Saraswati Darshan Tika says, this verse presents the ideal motherly affection of Krishna. Yasoda's yellow sari, Khomam, was very fine, being made from fiber of the Arthasi tree. According to the Kramadipika, Yasoda's complexion was blackish. She wore a belt around her full hips while churning the butter. The beauty of all the Yasoda's limbs is indicated just by mentioning her wide hips, moving eyebrows, and twinkling bangles. Her arms, tired from churning, and her sweating face both shone. Malati flowers fell like drops of rain from Yasoda's beautiful hair, which was blacker than a rain cloud. So, Sanatana Goswami in Brihad Vaishnava Darshan says, having shown her skill in singing and as a qualification for being the Lord's mother, her beauty and her dress at that time she described. She wore yellow silk. According to scriptures, she had a dark complexion, and thus the combination with yellow was spectacular. The belt tied on her waist enhanced her beauty. To churn the yogurt, she had tightly tied her belt. Her breast flowed with milk out of affection for her son, and this affection arose naturally or because she had been singing about her son. The movement of her eyebrows increased her beauty. Her earrings also swayed. Jasmines fell from her bound hair. Absence of the suffix ka is poetic license. The horse depicts her manifestation of affection. In this way, in 5 verses, 1 to 5, Mother Jasoda personally churning the yogurt for Krishna is being described. So, I will take up in another episode the rest of these 5 verses, that is another 2 verses. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of Lord. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.